What is the metaverse? And why do I feel, and many other professionals out there feel, the metaverse will function? That's what's called Web 3.0. We're in Web 2.0 right now, 2.0 right now. 2.0, I guess the correct terminology, right? Why will it take? Because technology doesn't go backwards. We're only going forward. With AI coming out, with these new bots that you can actually go online and you can converse with them and get information from them. There's a lot of good business opportunities out there through these bots. And there's OpenAI, for example, which is an area where you can go and gather information. It's just a question and answer. But you can get business data, right? And that's a whole nother video. But today I want to go even further than that. What is the metaverse? Well, it's basically this. It's virtual reality with augmented reality. So it's called augmented reality. So it's almost like real life interaction in some sort of a fantasy land, or some sort of a land that's up in the metaverse, up in the another element, if you will. That's basically through blockchains, which is a way that the internet will flow through these different channels that are encrypted. Okay, and that's a really basic understanding of how it's going to work. In other words, it's the internet, but on another level, and it's encrypted. And in that encryption, there's a lot of protection. Now, there's centralized and decentralized. That is another video that we have that explains the difference between centralization and decentralization, and the importance of decentralization, and what the pros and cons are of both, right? Of centralization and decentralization. I want to just talk briefly about the idea of what metaverse is, why we are in accordance, it's going somewhere. We've invested a lot of actual money into this, so it's not just I'm trying to push it that direction. We continue to do this channel, hoping that people will come along and we can educate. That's why we try to keep it very basic this year, starting 2023. We've really come down to basics. We're not going to try to compete with big terminology and so forth, trying to keep it very simple. The more people I talk to, the more that they're gathering and understanding when I keep it simple. So here's a simple term.